I just wanted to get clarification for my own self because I like to have knowledge because knowledge is power. And I want to be repeating the right things. And most of the stuff I get is from the attorneys that we work with, and you included. And I thought it was important to clarify that.
So when people are going through the intake process, just remember two things. One, be organized, and two, and practice self-care. It's very important. If you've been traumatized, this can be easily overwhelming. This can easily be triggering. And there's a book I started to read called Trauma. Oh gosh, hold on.
We're all about books. Scotty and I are
Truth by Judith Herman. Truth and Repair. She basically pioneered trauma studies. She's a professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School. And so her most recent book is examining how the justice system is perceived by victims of trauma. And I think in reading it, it gives me a greater understanding of sort of unstated assumptions or expectations. And her studies on trauma really involve domestic violence, but you don't have to have that type of situation for there to be trauma. You can have betrayal trauma. You can have just an accumulation of sort of low-level narcissistic abuse that is just as traumatizing. And so it's been very interesting to start that book. I'm only on the second or about almost to chapter 3 now, but it's been insightful because one of the things that it says is that trauma survivors want there to be public accountability of their perpetrator. And if the facts are bad enough, you're going to get that in court. Whether or not you find that to be a cathartic experience is another inquiry. But a lot of times in family court, at least in Houston, you're not necessarily going to get that. And it'll be interesting to see as I read the book if there's any sort of feedback about what happens when people don't get that public reckoning that they feel like they need.
Yeah, I think some people think that I was cheated on or I was whatever, and now this is my time. I need to go to trial because I'm going to get my say, and everyone's going to know. That's not really what divorce is usually about.
Rarely is it about.
Let's be real. Cheating, because I hear this all the time too. Yes, it's cause for what blew up maybe your marriage, but like just give us a little insight on it. Does it, at the end of the day, I understand pornography and other things, but like my spouse was just cheating. Give us a little insight there. I know you know what I'm trying to say.
How does it matter? How does it inform the court process? And part of it is it just depends on what court you're in, because there are some of these judges that they're harder about it than the previous regime, to be quite honest.